All right, so today's work, what we're going to be doing, I'm introducing the fishbowl debate that we're going to be working on over the next couple classes. So in Schoology, if you look, one of the bottom posts, the fishbowl debate in class practice and assessment, there are some components of this that are practice and some that are assessment, which I'll break down. So a few things here. We do have the debate teams, which are the rosters of which side you are on. So I list all of my classes, so you'll have to scroll down to make sure you're looking at the right class to find your name. But I'll explain the directions, and then also I'll explain what this discussion process link is. So a fishbowl debate, essentially what it is that you will be researching a topic in teams. So you're on our journeys theme, we're going to be looking at the question, is the privatization of space travel ethical? And so you're either arguing yes it is or no it isn't. And with your team, you're going to be collecting research that supports claims, so things that support your argument, and counterclaims. And ideally what you want to think about are the strongest arguments that the opposing side could make about your evidence, and think about how you would rebut that. Like, think about what type of research you would need to look into to support an argument in a discussion. And so we are going to be doing this debate. Your class will be doing this debate on Friday the 15th. The days leading up to that are research days. So the 13th isn't a real day, it's a PSAT day, but that'll be an at-home research day for you. So you do have some time to delve into your topic here. And what we're going to do, the things that you need to produce, and I kind of get into the directions here. But you need to have at least 3 different database sources that cover your topic. And our librarians, which I realize I didn't link on here, I'll link it before, I'll link this before our next class, but there'll be a debate LibGuide that the librarians curate sources for stuff, for database sources or database links for us. So I'll make sure that that's up before our next class. So you need at least 3 different database sources, and you need at least 2 database sources that have counterclaims. Now these can be double dipped. Like, you can have 5 sources if you need 5 sources, but let's say you find a magazine article that's really in depth and interesting, and it covers both claims and counterclaims, and that's lovely, and it can count for both. But you want to make sure that you're looking for research on both sides of the issue. And so what you're going to be turning in are, on the day of the debate, you're going to submit notes online through Schoology. And if these are handwritten notes, and you can just take pictures, or if they're typed notes, you can submit a document. And then you'll also be turning in a works cited submission. So using Noodle Tools, just like we did for our source, for our literary criticism paper, this one will just have more sources on it. So you want to turn in an MLA style works cited page. We will, on the research day, go over just again on how to export those to documents, just so everybody, I know in case anybody forgets. So we'll make sure to go over that. But the idea in the debate, how it works, is that you, on your team, will participate in 8-minute rounds. So each team will send in a pair of debate people. We'll send in 2 people per round. And so you will participate in one 8-minute round where you and your partner are debating against the opposing side. And during the debate, there are also what we call jump-in seats. And each team owns 1 jump-in seat. And so when it isn't someone's turn to be in a round, they can also jump in and ask a question or make a comment and then fade away. They're not supposed to hog the chair or be little piglets in the chair. They need to say what they need to say and then fan out. People can also participate by writing Post-its and sending Post-its into the debate. The actual functioning of the debate, I'll go into in more detail, particularly that the day we do the debate, like the actual function on how the rules work. But essentially, you want research to be able to speak to your issue on the topic, and the databases. There's quite a bit out there right now because of all the private spacecraft that are kind of going into orbit just even the last week. So the idea behind this, and looking at the grades. So the communication grade will be an assessment grade. The nonfiction analysis and research grades will both be practice grades. And so that's the breakdown for this particular assignment. And like I said, we will go over the rules of the fishbowl debate again. I'll revisit those on Friday and then also again on the 15th. So in terms of what makes a successful, like in terms of preparation, what you need to do to be successful in a discussion, and this isn't like debate team style debate. This isn't that formal, but it's more of just a conversation structure for debate. So looking at the checklist, you have evidence-based notes. So you want to make sure that you have facts and statistics and things that you can use to support your argument. You don't want it to just be like anecdotes. That tends to not work all that well. When it is your 8-minute round, you contribute throughout the session by sharing opinions, interpretations, evidence, analysis of evidence, and that you're also, that next checklist, you respond to the contributions of other people. So ultimately the goal, it's like you're not just waiting for your turn to talk, like you actually are participating in a discussion and responding to what other people have to say. And that this really ends up being like the most successful ways to approach a discussion. But I am introducing this on Wednesday, and then on Friday, we will have, hold on, let me just double check. On Friday will be a general research day. So if you have questions as you're working, we can definitely touch base on Friday about that.